Merry Christmas, everybody, and welcome to Coolidgeville 2014. We hope everybody's going to have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday, and we just wanted to share with you this year's version of our snow village. We'll start over here on this side with our ice palace and our ice cave. And you see here we've got it set up so that they can ice skate, and there's a couple of guys cutting ice for ice blocks. And then up here we've got a couple of guys that are actually doing ice sculptures. And behind them we have our ice palace. This is Crystal's favorite piece. It's called the Crystal Palace. We've got it set up into an ice cave area. And then here we've got Santa Claus visiting with some of the children of the village. And in front of him we've got some of them trying to ice skate. Back here in this corner is the original 5 houses that started our snow village from Christmas around the world. And you can see one of our sleighs delivering mail. Come back out here, we've got some hotels, and we've got a place where you can rent ice fishing equipment. And then scrolling over here, you can have a sleigh ride. And then we've got it set up so that you can buy your souvenirs at Opal's Curiosity Shop. And then you can also rent skates and skis and sleds so that you can go up this year's mountain and go skiing. You can go skiing, you can ride the gondola up to the top of the mountain, you can rent snowmobiles. Sort of set up like Ober-Gatlinburg, where you can come up and you can just see all of the town and the area around it. This is our tour guide lady where you can buy tickets. And we pan over here and we enter into our Coolidge Coca-Cola village. In this village, you can see we've got an Eckerd's and a Publix. And then here, you can see Santa Claus, and you can get your picture taken in front of the Coca-Cola Polar Bear ice rink. In the back, we've got a motel. And then over here on the left-hand side, you can come and you can get some sweets and some hot chocolate. And then if we come over here and we want to see what he's looking at through our vision scope, what are they all looking at? We can come over here across the valley and we can see the main Coolidgeville. Got it set up on a couple of different levels this year. This section here shows that you're entering Coolidgeville. And this side of the tables is set up for our entertainment row. So let's just take a journey down this side looking at all of our different entertainment options. You can sit and have tea at our Green's Garden restaurant. You can go to the opera. We've got our bookstore, and we've got our recruiting station. And if you continue down the road, you can even get Krispy Kreme donuts. When you get your Krispy Kreme donuts, you can take them and go watch our football game going on. And our football game is being broadcast by KBRR, which is our radio and TV station. And you continue down this side, you can see our football stadium is set up with, it looks like, a scrimmage or a big tackle pile. This is Caden's favorite area, so he sort of sets it up and plays with the guys. And then across from the football stadium, got our corner emporium and our tea shop. And that's our emergency helicopter for if somebody gets hurt at the football game, we can take them over to the hospital. And then underneath, we've got our fall scene set up with our water mountain, our waterfowl mountain. And then underneath, we've got a little park scene set up in front of our blacksmith and our inn and one of our numerous banks. Continuing on down here, we've got our fall scene set up. Well, you can see where we've got a barn, and we've got someone actually milking a cow this year in front of our barn. And we go up the mountain, we go up the hill here, and you can see that we've got a tapping of maple syrup, where they've tapped the maple trees and they're creating and making our maple syrup for us. And then from behind there, you come over to our airport street. You can see we've got the pilot's house, got our firehouse, our pub, and then over across this bridge, you've got one of our restaurants, and here you've got a hotel that you can stay at when you're getting ready to fly out of the jetport. And then there's our runway this year, set up on the back side of our bay. And here you can see our bay set up with our boats and the gondola that goes back and forth across the bay. You can come and you can sit on our pier and watch the boats. This is one of our 2 lighthouses. From the lighthouse, you can walk across the bridge and you can come into our fishing resort, where you can stay at one of the cabins or just buy your fishing supplies. And then if we come up here, up to our top level, you can see our churches are set up on this side of the top level. And then we've got our Main Street roadway set up. And from here you can see that we've got a couple of different weddings going on. On this side we've got that wedding. And then over on this side, we've got our other wedding going on. And let's go ahead and continue on down to the back side of Entertainment Row, where you can see we've got our roller rink, our record station, our blues house. You can see the party going on in front of the blues house. And then here's our Hamilton station, where you can buy tickets to ride the train. If you want to stay hanging out on Entertainment Row, we've got a Xmas broadcasting where you can go to the movies and see the latest showings. And down at the corner, we've got our arcade. Or you can just hang out on the benches and people watch. And continuing our tour, we've got one of our covered bridges, which leads us into one of our Candy Lane house streets. Of course, you've got to have a way to deliver the mail. So here we've got our mailman set up with our mailboxes. And it looks like his vehicle's having trouble, so we've got the 2-ton vehicle repair out to try and repair the vehicle for them. And these are the houses set up on Candy Lane Row. And then if you want to ride our train to come over and see the football game, you can come here to Village Square Station, and you can get off. You can hop off the train and come over here and come to our Champion Field Stadium and see the football game. Got our barber shop and our truck with firewood. You can come and get a cup of hot apple cider while you pick out your Christmas tree. And then you can go to the general store and buy your Christmas lights. And then if you want to go into our fishing resort, you come over here and you can go to Gracie's dry goods store and buy all your dry goods and general supplies to go up and go camping. And then coming back up to the top, got the other end of our main street. You come in and you can see we've got one of our town circles set up so that people can just mingle, and there's a choir singing in front of a couple of our houses. Then you've got the mayor's house right next to the fire station, which leads into another view of our churches. And we've got the post office set up so that you can drop off your Christmas letters and your Christmas cards. And we've got another opportunity to get your picture taken with Santa Claus. And then there we've got a group of kids just roasting marshmallows. So that's sort of fun, and they just got done making their snowmen. And over here, we've got one of our houses with the father and son chopping wood for their fireplace. And behind him, we've got our park scene set up where everybody's again just sort of mingling. You come back to Main Street, and you can take a ride down our road to get to downtown. In our downtown square, we've got our Publix and our florist, a couple of banks, and then our newest building is our City Stock Exchange. And then going down Valley Avenue, you can see our school section. We've got an elementary school, a middle school, a high school. We've got a school bus dropping off kids. We've got our toy store. And there we've got our orphanage. Everybody has teachers waiting to teach them. And we come back here. And on this side of Main Street, we've got a couple more stores set up. We've got Home Depot and our hardware store, another general store. We've got people shopping. This is our police station over here. And you can always buy a newspaper at the corner light post. And we come down this way, and we go into our housing cul-de-sac area. We've got a couple of houses set up down on this end with the tree house for all the kids to be able to play on. And this road leads us over to our hospital, where our doctor and nurse are waiting for any patients to be unloaded to them. And up above on this side is just a different view of our upper level. This is our park scene. And then here you can see we've got the other side of our fishing resort set up. We've got a baker's mill. We've got our lighthouse keeper. Here's our lighthouse on the other side of our bay. You can see our cabins set up and ready to go. And there's our airport hangar where all of our planes are waiting to take off. We've got one plane that looks like it's ready to just lift off. And this is our runway. And here we've got another plane on taxi. And then we've got our air traffic control tower and our snowplow waiting to make sure that the runways don't need to be cleared. Alright. Someplace our train is hiding, so let's see if I can get our train turned on. Here it comes. You see it goes from one end of the village all the way over to the other end. Well, we just want to thank you for visiting our Coolidge Snow Village 2014. We hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas holiday. And if you're ever in Daytona or in town, please stop by and let us show you Snow Village in person. Thank you and Merry Christmas.